name's Ellie and I'm Stitching Bee here on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch. As you can gather from the name, I'm a big fan of bees, so you'll see lots of bees featured in my projects, and I'm a bit of a cross stitch bargain hunter as well, which you'll definitely see in my haul today. So welcome to Flosstube episode number 4. I'm glad to be back again for a kind of roundup of May. I'm so grateful for all the love and support I've received, as I say every video, but I finally reached over 500 subscribers, if I can even say that. So I'm so thankful for that. Really grateful for everyone that's subscribed and commented and liked the videos and supported me through the Flosstube journey. It's just absolutely wonderful. So the plan for today is to mention a few Flosstubers that I've been watching recently. There's some new ones to me and that are new to Flosstube as a whole anyway, and some that I kind of regularly watch, as well as a few mentions that I've received, and then we'll go through my mania starts. So I started 10 projects in May, and I'm delighted to say that I actually completed mania, so really excited to share that with you. And then we'll do a giveaway for the 500 subscribers as well, and some plans, haul, all the usual bits and pieces. So welcome along, grab a cup of tea or whatever your chosen beverage is, whatever time you're watching this, and let's jump in. Right, so to start with, I've got my list here. I'm going to mention some Flosstubers that I've been watching recently that I think are just absolutely fabulous. The first one is Periwinkle Stitcher, Sean. Her finishes are out of this world. She's just new to Flosstube and her stitching is just impeccable. Her finishing is just wow. Absolutely loved watching her, and yeah, definitely go and check her out. She's just wonderful and seems so lovely, and oh, she's just fab. Simply in Stitches Tina, I've watched her for quite a while. She previously had another channel which focused on cross stitch, and now she does a kind of knitting podcast alongside her stitching as well. She's so talented, and yeah, definitely go and look at her project. She's wonderful. Cheshire Stitcher Lindsay, she's got lots of different projects. I like seeing her beading as well. I kind of dabble in a bit of beading, not doing it for a while, but it's another kind of side hobby. Obviously cross stitch is the main one, but Lindsay's got loads of lovely projects, quite a variety of things, and yeah, I love seeing her stitching. Cross Stitch Mad Sarah, she's just released another video which I'm hoping to watch today. She's a great laugh and such a great personality. She's a nurse as well, like me, and yeah, love watching her. So go and check her out. Peachy Stitcher Julie, her stitching's just wonderful, and really enjoy watching her. And love Poppet Cross Stitch. Claire, who is the owner of the company Love Poppet, she has just started a Flosstube channel and she's wonderful. Really enjoy watching her, and love seeing all her projects and what's to come with her business as well. And I'll talk more about her later on when I talk about the stitch along that she's running at the moment. And then just a couple of thank yous. I'd love to say thank you to Emma X Stitching for her lovely shout out. I was actually watching her video when I was on my break on night shift, and I was like, oh, that's me. So excited. I've been watching her for ages, and yeah, was really touched that she gave me a shout out. And I'll mention her again later on with Joe from Belushi Stitches in my kind of plans section. The Elven Stitchery mentioned me. I'm Not Cross, I'm Stitching also mentioned me. And I'd just like to give a personal shout out to my wonderful friends Jess and Emma for all their lovely support with my Flosstube channel. I've just kind of got them starting to do a bit of cross stitch, and don't know whether they're enjoying it or not, but they're definitely giving it a go, and we do kind of craft video calls every so often, and yeah, they're just the best friends, and I'm so lucky to have them. And my other best friend Hannah, she's the one that comes to all the wonderful craft fairs with me and encourages me a little bit with all the kind of purchases and bargain hunting and finding things in charity shops. And yeah, we love having a little day out to the charity shops and seeing what we can find. So she's a wonderful friend as well. So just wanted to give a thank you and a shout out to them too. So we'll start with my mania. It was a great month in May. I've never done mania before, But I was so excited to be part of it this year, and I thought I'd just give it a go. And I decided to start 10 projects this month, and they're only kind of small to medium projects, nothing huge that was kind of unachievable to finish within a short time frame. It was a bit of a squeeze at the end of the month. I kind of started 3 things within the last 3 days of May, but it still counts. I still completed it. So all 10 projects I'll now show you and show you the progress. And I actually have one finish from the projects I started. So that's really exciting. So first of all, we'll go for Hummingbird, which is a dimensions pattern. So I'll show you it. Show you it here. I'm a bit obsessed with hummingbirds at the moment, and it is just called Hummingbird, and it's by Barbara Mock, and it's a dimensions chart. I think it's an older one, 2002. So I haven't done a huge amount on this. It's my first time using a Nudge hoop. There you go, a little start on the leaf, nothing major. I'm doing it on the Call for Black. It's a 32 count, and I think the colours will really, really pop on that. So I'm excited to see that one come to life. My next one is a Mill Hill kit. Absolutely love Mill Hill kits. They're so reasonably priced and come with everything you possibly need. Really cute designs, and obviously had to go with a bee theme. I've had this in my stash for ages. So it is Beehive House, and it's got a little heart charm that you attach. It's really, really cute. So I've actually nearly finished this. I did cheat and do a little bit of backstitch last night, so it's not all strictly made progress, but I'm hoping to finish this soon. All I need to do now is the beading, which is kind of around the window, and fill these spaces in, and then a couple of bits in the flowers, and then the little charm will go on the door. And then I will back this with sticky back velvet, make a little hanger for it from the leftover beads, and it will go on my little tree on the table as you come into my flat. So yeah, that's the back if anyone's interested. Not the neatest when you can't, I normally do a pin stitch, but obviously you can't do that on perforated paper. But yeah, I love the little bees on that, and it'll go alongside my bee gnome, which you will have seen in my finishes video that I did a while ago. And I think they're just really cute little projects. They actually take a bit longer than what you would expect, just because there is quite a lot of colour changes and beads and things, but really fun projects. And I really enjoy stitching on perforated paper as well. Right, my next one is a Love Poppet chart called Wren and Snowdrops. I'll put a picture in somewhere here probably to show you what that'll look like when it's finished. It is a fabulous design. I just absolutely adore it. So many people had stitched it, and I was really sad that I'd missed out on stitching it when they did, so I thought I need to start it for May. Absolutely love Snowdrops. They always remind me of home, and the little wren's just so cute. So here's my stitching so far. So I've basically stitched most of the wren. Just need to finish his tail and his little feet, and then the snowdrops will go round. And so that's that one. Really, really enjoying that. And that is stitched on a 32 count smoky pearl linen. And oh, just love it. So cute. Next one is another little cutie, and it's called April Showers, and the quote says, "April showers bring May flowers." And again, this is a lovely little pattern from the Geeky Stitching Company. Again, I'll put a picture here so you can see what it looks like. I'm doing a slight alteration with this. I saw Kim Stitchy Squirrels and Charlie Feathers, Stitching with Charlie Feathers, did a rainbow umbrella, which I've asked, and I'm going to borrow that idea because I think it really finishes the piece off. And I have stitched this on a 32 count sky linen. So far I've completed most of the frog, just need to do his hands. He's adorable. And then he'll have his little umbrella. I just love his eyes, he's just so cute. Absolutely love the Geeky Stitching Company patterns. They're so bright and colourful and just a joy to stitch. So highly recommend checking out Jess on Instagram and also visiting her shop. And I'll mention her again later on when I show you my haul section. So that's that one. Next we have Scented Thistle, which is a chart from mybobbin.com. This is another bee chart. Got lovely bee needle minder from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I'll put a picture in of what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. This one's one of the bigger projects that I've started. It's got a lot of blended threads, half stitches, and it just kind of brings all the detail and stitches to life that really bring out the picture. So I'm absolutely loving stitching this at the moment. The colours in it are just, oh wow, like purples, pinks, my favourite colours. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So here is my progress so far. So I've done most of the bee. So obviously I was drawn to stitching that and started a bit on the thistle. I always start my projects in the middle, so I kind of started down here and then worked my way up to the top and then worked down again. But I just love how realistic it is. There's a few half stitches you can see just in the wing, and that just kind of creates that dimensional effect with the pattern, and I think just makes it look so realistic. So absolutely love that. Can't wait to get back to that one. Next we have You Are Forever in My Heart, which is actually a finish. So I can just show you that one without having to show you what it looks like because it's all done. This was a really quick stitch. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of fabric fraying a bit. This is it here. So it says You Are Forever in My Heart, and then it's got this gorgeous button that you just sew on. This is a shepherd's bush chart, which I purchased from the Nimble Thimble when I went about a year or so ago now. It's one of those that if you bought the button, you got the free pattern. And it's stitched on a 20 count oatmeal, 3 strands over 2, which is obviously not something I would normally do, but I think it really creates a nice, you get enough coverage with that, and it's quite a nice sized finish that I'll probably make into a pillow or possibly frame. I haven't decided yet, but I just adore it. It's so cute. I love sheep and I love the colours in it as well. So I finished that within only a couple of days. It was really quick. Absolutely love it. Okay, moving on to number 7 is Rosebud Tweet. So this is a Just Nan chart, which I can show you here. And it's so adorable. It's only about 3 inches in size, and it comes with the little heart thing for the tail and the little rose and the felt for the beak. And I showed this in my haul last time. And I've got the matching one, which is Bluebird Tweet, I think. And they'll look so nice together next to my sewing machine, I think. Adorable. So I've actually made a decent amount of progress on this one as well. I've nearly finished the first part of the bird. You obviously stitch one side and then the other. And I think the most amount of time will be taken in constructing it. It might not be the easiest thing to construct, but I'm going to give it a go. And again, I love roses and all the colours in that. So that's fab. And that is stitched on a 32 count white even weave. Okay, project number 8 is, just get them in the right order. It was previously a stitch along that was free, and I downloaded all the patterns then, but I hadn't got around to stitching it yet. So this is called Pixie Lane, and it is a stitch along by Pine Needles, and you can just buy the pattern now rather than it being a stitch along. And I love this. My idea is to make it into a little drum with all the fairy pixie houses, and get some nice fabric, and I think it will be adorable. So I'm stitching this on a 32 count opalescent even weave, so it's got a little bit of kind of sparkle with it, and I just started in the middle, so I think this is probably 3rd house along, and then it's going to have, sorry, I would have put a picture in of what it looks like when it's finished. It's going to have a little beehive here, and little bees buzzing about, Nice red toadstools. And I think it will look adorable. Don't know if you can see the shimmer on it or not, but I think it'll just add an extra kind of magical element to it, which I really like. I'm not a huge fan of stitching on opalescent even weave because I just don't find it as nice, but I think with this project it suits it perfectly, so I thought I'll just give it a go. Love that one. And it's nice that you can have kind of mini finishes along the way, stitching each of the houses, and I think that'll be lovely. Really looking forward to carrying on with that. And next we have Daffodil, which is from this lovely book, Floral Year in Cross Stitch. I mention this virtually every single video. I've already stitched the cyclamen and the snowdrops. We're doing a stitch along called Floral Year in Cross Stitch SAL, which I think all of us have slowed down a little bit on it because there's just so many amazing new things that have come out that we've kind of put this on the back burner, but I definitely still want to complete it at some point. It's just a lovely, lovely book, and basically you have lots of different flowers to choose for each season. So we're stitching one flower for every season. So we're on to, well, obviously it will be summertime soon. So this is my spring one, which I did manage to start obviously just before June. So I am stitching Daffodil. Sue's Knots and Crosses has already finished this one and it looks fabulous. And there's a group of us on Instagram that are all stitching along, so if you want to message us, feel free to join in. So this, sorry, wrangle this big book, is Daffodil. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'm sure you all know what a daffodil looks like, but I think the colours are really vibrant and it will look gorgeous. And I have chosen to stitch it on this 28 count navy fabric, which I've done all my other ones on as well. I think I'll make them into pillows when I'm finished with them all. You can hardly see that because it's so dark in here. But I have just stitched the first part of the leaf that kind of comes down here, and then the flowers will be over there. So I feel like with dark fabrics, I actually don't mind stitching on it. I think once you get started, you just kind of find your groove and it just kind of becomes muscle memory to know where the holes are. But yeah, I really love it on that fabric. And I think the yellows will really pop on that. I'm loving the green on it already. So, oops, that's that one. And then, final pattern that I started is called Flower Farm by Pigeon Coop Designs. I am a huge fan of Pigeon Coop Designs. I want to buy everything that Max Pigeon creates because it is just fabulous. I'll get to the whole section and his latest release because, oh my god, it's amazing. So I will just show you that one. Where am I put it? Here. So I am stitching, as I say, it's called Flower Farm. I'll put a picture in. It's so vibrant. Again, purples, oh, just all the colours that I'm drawn to. It's just fabulous. And I love how he uses fractionals and the way that kind of the negative space that you kind of try to explain it, but you know what I mean. Do you? Maybe. I just feel like it really, without any back stitch, it just creates so much intrigue and detail. And when I stitch the Blooming Swan, which is actually behind me today, that uses fractionals as well, and although they're a bit of a pain to actually stitch, I think the effect that they give are just fabulous. So he uses fractionals in this one as well, but yeah, it's just wonderful. So this is on a 32 count cream. So again, I start from the middle, so I thought I'd just complete this first band. And what I mean about the negative spacing is that these bits aren't filled in, and there's a couple of sections where they're not filled in, so you can see the fabric obviously coming through, which I think is really nice. And I just love how, if you look, you know, from one perspective it looks just green, but then if you look, there's kind of almost like little green tulips kind of hidden between it as well. So you just kind of stitch the same thing, you know, repeating pattern as you go along the rows, but I just think the effect it creates is just fabulous. And then this little flower here, this little flower here is made up of fractional stitches as well to make that kind of round effect. I just love Max Pigeon. Yeah, it's just fab. I can't wait to get his new book as well. Comes out in August, I believe. Still get my boyfriend to pre-order it for my birthday. It's taking a while. But I can't wait to get that when it is released, because I'm sure I want to stitch everything in it. I just love that it's so many landscapes and the colours he uses, and he's just so talented. It's just quite different to other designers, which I quite like as well. And yeah, I just want to stitch all the birds. Everything he makes is just, it's beautiful. You should definitely go and check him out. He's on Etsy and also has a website if you want to purchase something. Right, so that comes to the end of my mania section. I'll pause just now and get everything ready for the giveaway and my upcoming plans. Right, so now we'll discuss my plans for June. And as I mentioned, Emma X Stitching and Joe from Belushi Stitches, it's a bit of a tongue twister to say quickly, are doing a bee theme kind of stitch along, I guess, for June, July and August. And obviously I need to participate in any kind of bee themed stitch alongs because I just have to. So what I'm planning to do is go back and stitch on my Gecko Rouge bee, which they are also hoping to kind of carry on with and start. And I started this probably about a year ago, if not 2 years ago now, and absolutely love the pattern and I love how it's going to look when it's finished. But I just seem to have not been as keen on stitching full coverage recently. I don't know if it's just because I like having lots of finishes and that kind of satisfaction of finishing small projects quickly. But I thought I really should get back to it because it will look incredible to have on the wall. And it's my first Gecko Rouge chart and I really do enjoy it. It's just a lot of colour changes and confetti stitches. So I guess I need good light and the patience and time to do it, which maybe I've been lacking recently. So we'll show you what it looks like at the moment. I'll show you what it's going to look like when it's finished first. It is a design by Lorna Lane, and as I say, charted by Gecko Rouge. It's called Bee. And again, the colours in this are just, oh, amazing. And a few people have finished it already. I've seen their posts on Facebook and Instagram, and I just need to do it. So I thought if I kind of stitch along with them and do a little bit for the next 3 months at least and kind of make it more of a focus project, then maybe we'll start to see a bit more progress. So this is where we are at the moment. So I think the last time I worked on it, I was kind of starting to fill the wing in a little bit, but then also trying to fill this gap in here so it all links up. So the bee's big bum here and then the other wing there and more flowers and honeycomb and things up there. So it is gorgeous. I am stitching this 25 count 2/1, which I know is not normally how people stitch on 25 count, but I quite like the kind of thicker coverage. Yes, the back is an absolute riot because of the extra bulk that you get with using 2 strands, but I've started it this way, so continuing with it as I started. So I don't know if you can see the detail of it there. The flowers are gorgeous, love that pink. Yeah, it's beautiful. So hopefully I'll get this bit filled in and maybe do more of the wing, I think would be the next step. We'll just see how we get on. I haven't really set myself a goal of how many stitches I want to do. I just want to work on it really, and as I say, make it more of a focus for the month of June, July and August. And then obviously going with the bee theme, I'm going to try and work more on scented thistle, which I've already shown you. I think that will stitch up fairly quickly actually because I've already done a decent bit so far. So that will be another focus piece. And then my third focus piece is one that I've had in my whip pile for a long time. I've shown you it before. Be Kind from Home Bargains. Just a kind of really reasonably priced kit. I'm stitching this on a 32 count Duck Azure blue. And nothing's changed since I last showed you it. But it is quite a quick stitch. I'm just using the cord 4 threads that are in the kit. And I just want it finished really. It won't take me too long. I just need to work on it. As I say, I just keep getting distracted by all the lovely things that are being released, and yeah, just want to get that one done. So that's why that's more of a priority, and I can get that off my whip list. Will be great. So that's the main plans for June. And the other plan, which initially I wasn't going to participate, but then I basically got a bit of FOMO and thought I need to join in because I can't deal with missing out. So again, love Poppet. She is doing a stitch along called Dreaming of Summer SAL, and part 2 has just been released. She's shut the orders for it now, I believe. So I literally bought it on the last day because I thought, no, I need to buy it. So I'm hoping to start that either today or tomorrow and try and catch up with that. I believe parts are released every 2 weeks. So I've got a bit of time to catch up. The second part has got a gorgeous house on it, and it's just a lovely, lovely design. And the colours in it look fabulous. So I haven't decided what I'll stitch on yet. Possibly a pale blue maybe, or just the cream or a white. I'll see what I've got and go from there. So yeah, last minute, but I've joined in now and I can't wait to start it and see everyone else's progress on it as well. So that's another plan for June. Right, now we shall do the giveaway for my 500 subscribers. I can finally actually say subscribers. I feel like I keep tripping over that word. So let's get started with that. I've never done a giveaway before, so hopefully you know the usual rules will apply. Got to be over 18 so I can ask for your address. I'm happy to post it anywhere, as it's just a chart, and I'll see what words we use. Don't use the word giveaway or prize or anything that attracts trolls. And yeah, we'll just have a bit of fun with it. Make a little sentence with the words if you can. Don't worry, if not, you can just leave the word singular. I'll do the random comment picker on my next video and we'll see who's won them. So it's only kind of a little giveaway. If I get any more subscribers, you know, 1,000, I'll probably do something a little bit bigger, but we're still a bit of a way off there, so I've got plenty of time to think about it. So this chart that I'm giving away is by the Drawn Thread, and it's called North Country Sampler, and I'll show you it here. So it might be a bit glare on that. Just a little A4 booklet. Oh. And it's got a house on it, some leaves, a little alphabet, some kind of pine trees here, a little squirrel and rabbit, some birds here. So it's all glary because it's a photograph that's on the front. It's obviously an older chart, doesn't say from when. And then I think it's a moose and a deer, maybe. And then I don't know what that is at the bottom, a shark or a whale, or I don't know. So if you want to win this chart, use the word country, and you could maybe even tell me where you are in the world and what country you're watching this video in. That would be really cool to know. That would be cool to know even if you don't want to enter the giveaway, but country will be the key word for this chart if you want to win this one. All right. And I'll probably post on my Instagram. My next video will definitely be the start of July. I can't guarantee exactly what day it will be in July, but let's say the cutoff for entry to the giveaway is the 1st of July, and I'll draw the name after that for my next video. Hope that all makes sense. The chart is 51 stitches wide by 218 high. This is stitched on a natural raw linen using 3 strands. Obviously you could change that if you wanted to, and it is charted for DMC floss and some weeks dye works if you wanted to add those in. Oh, and it says you can personalize it at the back as well, had your own name, things to it. So yeah, so country is the giveaway word for this one. And then the other one I've got is a Waxing Moon Designs. It's called Autumn Sampler. Oh no, wrong time of year, but there we go anyway. And this is another little chart, 122 high by 80 wide. And it is Weeks Dye Works thread that is required for it, but obviously you could change that if you wanted to. And it's got cute little birds on it, alphabet again, kind of more American style farm building. It's the back of it. So again, it's just a kind of A4 sized paper, well, card chart. Well, it has got a DMC conversion as well, and anchor if you want to stitch that. So the word for this one, I'll say, is bird. There's a little black bird on the top there. So if you'd like to be entered for this one, just say the word bird in the comments below. So we've got country and we've got bird. And good luck. And I'll draw the name in my next video. Right, so next we're going to move on to Stitchy haul. I bought quite a few cross-stitch books recently and was fully enabled by the Busy Bee Stitcher, who sent me a link, or I saw it on her story I think, for a new book that was released by Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle. And I thought it was just a pre-order, but I just had a look anyway, and then saw you could buy it off of Amazon in the UK, and I thought I need to have that. It's just the most fabulous book, and I'll do a little flick through of it now. It'll be my book of the month to show you. It is stunning. I basically want to stitch virtually everything that's in it and would highly recommend getting it from Amazon. I think it was only about £10, if that. And so her name's Anna, but she is, as I say, the designer for Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle, which I believe are on Etsy. I've already got one of her bee charts from her Etsy shop and hope to buy more. I just love the way they use backstitch and the kind of delicateness of the stitching. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'll just give you a quick kind of flick through of a few of the patterns that I really like, and hopefully you might be enabled to go and buy it as well. My little cottage with the little chicken. Oh, there's so many chicken charts in here. I think Cross Stitch Bunny might end up buying this. Loves chickens. So that's adorable. We've got this little girl holding a little bird, which is beautiful as well. Oh, it says rabbit actually. Sorry, it's not a bird, it's a rabbit. This one I have to stitch. It's called The Resident Chickens, and it's just chickens sitting on a ladder with the little flowers. Wasn't that adorable? Sorry, I keep saying adorable. I'll try not to. Try and use different words. This one, Best Friends. Oh, I could stitch this for, yeah, quite a few of my friends. I love it. And it's got bees in it, so, you know. Gardening tools. Lovely. Kind of little small ones. Napkins or whatever. What's in your wheelbarrow, this one's called. Quite garden themed, you know, summery, spring. This was the one on the front, summer in the village with a little butterfly. Obviously maybe change the words. You could even do it as like a wedding sampler maybe, or I don't know, lots of things. Meadow fun. Two little kids running through the grass. Happy in the garden. Two people gardening. Look at this one. Ladybird love. This is on the to stitch pile as well. A ladybird and a bee. What could you want? Pot flowers. And more. Oh, baby animals. What's more chickens? No. Cats, kittens, ducks, puppies, what I mean. Wild herbs, that would look nice in the kitchen. Oh, these cute little bags. Do like little lavender bags. There's a couple of them. Little jar ones. Got bee one too. Really cute. Hydrangea alphabet. Look at these. Butterflies. Again, I probably just stitch them by themselves Really cute kind of tiny finishes. And look, I need this one too. Stitch this one. Every home needs flowers. And as you can probably tell from behind me, I have quite a few flowers. I've got big orchid here, peace lily there, so it's quite hard to point, and another orchid there, geranium here, bonsai tree. Yeah, I've got lots of plants. I love plants. I just think they make everything look a lot cheerier. So yeah, gorgeous colour charts. Really fabulous book. Highly recommend. You know you want it. So yeah, definitely go and check that out on Amazon. I'll put the link below in the description box if you're interested. I won't do a flick through these because Stitches with Charlie Feathers has already done one, but I was enabled by her to go and buy this book, which is Cross Stitch Happy Days by Kyoko Maruoka, the designer behind Gira. Really like this cat with the thistles on the front. And then my other favourite one, if I can just quickly find it, is the ducks and the swans. Oh, I like this one too, butterflies and hydrangeas. I think that would look really nice on maybe a slightly darker fabric. I'm a bit obsessed with darker fabrics, so I love the effect that they give. This one, swans and ducks. To make the little kind of mini drums or put them on a box. They're the kind of main two that I really liked. I thought I need that book, so I bought it. Then the other one is a Vinted find, which I've literally just got yesterday, and I've never seen this before, but this is the Geeky Stitching Company's book, so by Jess Payne. And again, I won't give you a flick through for this one, I might save it for another time, but I mean, got a little one that says, first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. Autumn leaves. Look at this one. Wake me up when winter's over. Cute little fox. Little bee ones. Squeeze the day. I might possibly make that for my sister because she's got a little postcard that says, if life gives you lemons, squeeze them in people's eyes. Which, you know, is a great motivational quote. She won't actually do that, don't worry. But I thought that would be really nice to stitch for her. And yes, that's the main one. So it contains 30 designs, 7 new patterns to stitch, and then kind of her best sellers. The main one that I really liked is this bee one as well. It's quite simple, but again, very effective. And I'll make it into like a little box or, I don't know, a mini drum. A bit obsessed with drums at the moment as well. So yeah, I was really delighted to see that was in there because I'd seen it advertised on Facebook Marketplace for, I think it was from a previous kind of subscription box. But the postage was going to cost way more than the actual item itself, so I didn't buy it. So I was delighted to see that it was actually in this book. So yeah, I think you'll probably find this on eBay. You know, secondhand shops. Keep your eyes out on eyes peeled on Vinted for any little cross stitch bargains. I've kind of had a break. I've not seen any recently, but then this one popped up and I thought I'll add that to basket. And yeah, really chuffed with it. Very good purchase. Right, now just got, you know, a little box full of stuff to show you. Again, Vinted find, actually. This was from the start of the month, and I'll show you the main reason I bought it, but it's actually a really amazing thing. It's called the Stitch File, and I basically bought it not really knowing what it was going to be. I just saw this chart here, this pattern here with the bees and the beehive and things, and it's all beaded, so I thought, well, I need that. And it was reasonable enough that I thought it doesn't even matter what else is in it. I'll just get it anyway. So it's a really cute little folder, and basically it gives you all the information on loads of different stitches and then gives you a project related to that stitch. So there's another little bee one there, so cross stitching with beads, so it tells you how to do all that. You know, cross stitching with back stitch, it's got a little pattern for it. Can't show you all of them because I've got charts next to them. You know, for example, like how to do a sheep using French knots is a really good idea. Mouse Potato Designs always uses French knots for the sheep that she stitches, and I think it just adds another dimension to it. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of French knots, but I don't mind them really, and yeah, I think it's a good thing to try every so often. This one shows you a little pattern with ribbon work, so again, I'd like to try that. Ribbons for the flowers. I won't show you them all, obviously. There's one for metallic threads, a little bit of black work, how to do that and what threads to use and things, how to do straight stitch with, I think, ribbon embroidery again. So that's ribbon work, which I thought would be a nice thing to try as well. And because it's only a kind of little tiny pattern, it's enough to just give it a go, and if you don't like it, you know, you don't need to do it again. This one is a Mania stitch. So this one. So yeah, then it shows you about applique, long stitch, quilting. This is the main Beehive one. How to do the beading. So that one's nice too. Yeah, and then as you go on, this one shows you like the basket stitch, and then you stitch. So this is the basket stitch, and then it shows you a little pattern that you can put flowers in your little basket that you've made. So yeah, it's just kind of weaving with ribbon. It looks like bouquet in a basket. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to bore you with it all, but you get the idea. And then it tells you how to, you know, what hoops to use, what needles to use, other extra little cross stitch patterns. Well, that's another chicken one. You know, ways to finish things, how to mount stuff in a hoop. Yeah, reference guide of how to do all the stitches. You know, if you're to do like Algerian eyelets, there's a little page on that. All sorts. So I think I paid £6 or something for this, and I'm delighted with it. Really, really chuffed. So yeah, sometimes you just got to take a gamble. If you know you've got a pattern that you really like in it, just buy it and see what else might be in it. Might be a great find. So I was delighted with that. And then I went eBay shopping as always, and bought some fabric that someone was destashing. This is a chromatic alchemy fabric, which I think was only about £8 or something, which is good. Obviously not a huge piece, but looks like the sky. Again, probably can't tell. It's got a bit of mottling on it. Don't know what I'll use it for yet. But it's called Cirrus. 28 count Lugana, 18 by 13 inches. That one. It's only 2, don't worry. And then this one is just a 32 count Belfast linen, mist blue. Again, quite a versatile, almost looks a little bit grey, but quite a versatile fabric to use for kind of wintry things or autumny stuff. You know, it's just nice to have, isn't it? This is a little butterfly kit. So it's a bit glary, by Crafty Kits, which originally were made in Liverpool. I don't think they exist anymore, but there's a couple of patterns on eBay that you might be interested in. It's a full kit, comes with all the threads, and I probably wouldn't do it in the oval mount, but I could make a little ornament out of it. I just love the colours in the butterfly. That's really nice. And then from Facebook Marketplace, I didn't expect it to be this big. That's my hand for comparison. The biggest bookmark you've ever seen. But it comes with a plastic bit that you can put it in. I probably wouldn't use that, but I could maybe make it into, I don't know, a drum maybe, or, you know, the border on a towel or a napkin or a tablecloth. You know, it's just nice, isn't it? Got roses, got all the threads. Really good. This one, I've seen a few people have purchased from this company recently, and I'm so glad because I bought a kit from them about a year ago or so, and I thought they're so reasonably priced. It's about a tenner It's called Fido Stitch Studio on eBay, and they've got so many different patterns. They've got birds, animals, like loads of different species of bird, different yeah, the one I bought before was a robin, so there's kind of robins in different stances and things depending on what you like. And I just thought they're fabulous. Really, really nice kit, really great gift, really beginner friendly, just wonderful. So this one is a little Highland cow, because you know how I feel about Highland cows. If you'd seen my last finish with the 3 little Highland cows that I did with the tartan background and stand up, and if you haven't, check out my second video, which shows you all my finishes. No, third one actually, is it? It's in my third one. And I just thought this was adorable. There's another Highland cow one, I think, as well. So this is a Highland cow calf. Comes with all the threads, beautifully packaged. Comes with the Ada fabric, which is, yeah, it looks like 14 count. I'd change it up for an even weave, but really, really fab. Highly recommend. Go check them out. Again, I'll put the link down below. This one, again, I've seen on eBay. Alyssa collection. Again, I put the link down below. Only a little one, but I thought, see if you hold it back. How gorgeous is that? So it's like 2 little boats, and then you've just got some flowers. It's so simple, but really, really pretty. Again, comes with all the threads. Again, that was, yeah, £10 of that. Really, really lovely. We've got quite a few different small ones, so that might be a nice kind of smalls one to give if you're doing a smalls exchange, or make it into a little coaster, or just a little frame, or put it on a box. Who knows? Make it into a magnet. Who knows? Next we have Just Nan charts, which again I got from eBay. We're having a de-stash. So this is Happy Bluebird. It's got the bluebird bead in the middle, button even, which I don't have, but that's okay. So that's that one, and then the other one is Garden Maze. Obsessed with Just Nan as well. Oh, they're just gorgeous. So I really like roses, so that's that one. Oh, actually, I'll show you these first. This is from the same seller that was selling the fabrics actually to begin with. Sorry, rustling. And they were having a de-stash of buttons from Just Another Button Company. So I've got little bee ones. There's a little bee one. Flowers. Butterflies. Moon. Lots in here. They're really, really reasonably priced, so I bought quite a few. Another flower, dragonfly, another butterfly. Sorry, I won't show you more. Let me just show you these little cotton reels and little roses. Sorry, I'm not even showing them very close. You get the idea. Oh, and I really like this monarch one. The monarch butterfly. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of those little buttons that I thought can be used for embellishing patterns, and useful for shepherd's bush charts and anyone else that calls for all the Just Another Button Company buttons. So take me a second, just put these away. Next we'll move on to my haul. So I've got Emma Bobbins to thank for this. She is on Flosstube and also over on Instagram. Definitely go and check her out and like and subscribe. She told everyone about a cross stitch shop in Girvan, which is on the west coast of Scotland, just south of Ayr. And it's kind of one of those shops that sells lots of bits and pieces, lots of different crafts. We've got wool, haberdashery section, a bit of painting as well. So it's not a shop just dedicated to cross stitch, but they have the DMC colours, DMC fabrics, that kind of thing. So I had to go and check that out. So I went for a lovely day trip. It is quite far it's about an hour and a half's drive from Glasgow. Which was fine. It was a horrible day. drove past Tunbury golf course, and the views down there are absolutely beautiful. Had fish and chips overlooking Elsa Craig, which is the little island that you can see from Girvan Beach, and it is beautiful. It was torrentially raining when we went, so you know the views weren't as good as what you would hope for, but yeah, definitely a cute little day trip. We found a little museum that you could go and look at about local history there. They had a little old sewing machine in it, which was fab, and yeah, just had a little wander about. They have the Ayrshire Tatty Festival coming up in June, which I'm maybe hoping to go to, which they have a little craft fair and things. They also have a tourist information that has a little community garden out the back, and sell crafts from local sellers. This is what I bought from the tourist information, and it's made by a company called Made with Fluff, and it's all needle felted, and it is stunning. It was only £10 for this card, and I thought that is just ridiculous. Like, the amount of work that's in that is unbelievable. Gorgeous, gorgeous puffin. Really, really beautiful. So that was just in the tourist information shop, and they had, you know, little bags, and I've also bought a decoupaged shell, which I've put on the table as you come into my flat, and oh, it was lovely. Great little day out. Really glad that Emma mentioned it. And if you're kind of in the area or, you know, nearby, a good little trip out as well. They have even bunting that the locals made that is along the harbour, and you know, it's not very touristy as a place, but it's just kind of a working seaside town. And yeah, great fish and chips. Highly recommend the fish and chips. So in that shop, as I say, they don't have, it's kind of is stuff that you could probably get elsewhere, but it's nice to support local businesses. So I bought this brand new, I believe, because I've not seen it before, cross-stitch kit by DMC. And it is also, as luck would have it, by the designer of that first book that I gave you the flick through of, Anna, from Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle. I obviously, you know, have a keen interest in her designs. And yeah, it's so cute. This little blossom comes with everything you need. And again, I don't know if I could stitch it on black or not, but possibly. Again, would make a gorgeous top for a box, or you could just frame it in the hoop or put it on a tablecloth, you know. So many different options. Really, really like that. And then other things that I'd not seen before, these little books by DMC again as well. So I don't want to show you any charts, but like how to stitch things for towels. Not that I necessarily would stitch it on a towel, but you know, they would look nice even as bookmarks or on napkins or something. Like just this kind of simple blue design that is a repeating pattern. Look at this one with the I don't know if they're clematis or whatever, just stitched on the towel there. So yeah, that was a really cute little book. That one with flowers. Sorry, I'm trying not to take too long doing this. So that was a really ideal little book. That was a good find. And then all the DMC books as well that I found. So again, I wouldn't stitch all these in the variegated, but it's to give you the idea for the DMC variegated threads, a pattern that you can stitch that uses all the different colours basically. But I thought I'll take some of the little elements from it and make little small finishes. So I'm afraid I can't really show you. Oh, that's kind of close up. As I say, some of the variegated ones I'm not as keen on. I'd probably go for a more subtle variegation if I was to use it. But yeah, it was only £2, so I thought why not. And then got the Christmas version of it as well. I mean, how cute just to do a little small for that, the reindeer or the little house. Or yeah, so close up version of it. Snowflakes. You can probably find these in lots of other shops as well, but yeah, definitely a good shout. And then quickly show you that last one, do the zoomed in version of it. I love the house, the little hearts. Yeah, really fab. Oh, one more. This is embroidery, but it's to make these that you could do as lavender bags, one for each season. Again, it was £2, £2.20. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, and this one, oh, I'm so excited by this. This was only £3.90, and it's DMC's new book. Again, I've not seen this anywhere else, but it's basically got lots of different designs from designers. I think it's worldwide designers, but there's quite a few UK ones. So we've got Emily Peacock's. It's like a kind of paddle steamer, which is really colourful. It's a bit pale to show you. Hannah Sturrock. It's got a bee themed one. Got kind of simple ones there. Leslie Thier has done the butterfly one, which I really do want to stitch. I think that's beautiful. Oh, French. I love French designers as well. Madame Lefille, quite a more delicate one. Marie Diaz, who does a lot of stuff for different magazines. I love this one. I'm obsessed with her as well. Veronique Ingenu. I've got a lot of her French books, cross-stitch books as well, which I'll show you on another occasion. But I really like that one. That was one of the main reasons I bought it. And this one, Marie-Anne Rithoret Merlin. Butterflies as well. Yeah, so quite a decent amount of designs in there. Well worth it. Definitely go and check this out. Really great book. Love it. Oh, I think it's to celebrate the new colours. That's what it is. 35 new DMC colours, I believe, are used in these designs. Oh, who knew? Love it. Very, very good book. Anyway, so I'm trying to hurry up. This was another kit that I bought off eBay or Facebook, can't remember. Chickens. Is that a chicken special this month, isn't it? This one I bought from eBay as well. Bit obsessed with Vivaco, how do you say it? It's got a bee, butterflies, bluebells. Love it. This is another one that I bought from the same seller, which I'd love to do as a wedding sampler. And it's called Peacocks, Proud Peacock. Look at the colours in that. Sorry, it's kind of blurring out with the light again. But I mean, oh, beautiful. And then I got another book, which I'll go through at another time, which is called Stitch Cards and Gift Tags. The main reason I bought it was for this Kingfisher, which is fab, and also the butterflies are lovely too. And then I just got some magazines from the charity shop for 50p. So what's not to love about that? Really like these kind of Dutch themed ones in that one. Doreen Jones patterns there. Really great. Love these ones. The little ladybird, the egg. They're really cute. And then little butterflies and kind of wedding ones as well that are great for little gifts. So there, some of those are cross stitch crazy and enjoy cross stitch. Right, so that's everything I've got to show you for my May update. Hopefully I'll see you all again in June. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, enter for the giveaway, you know, buy some books. Tell me that you bought the books if you have, and you know, your favourite patterns in them. I love having a chat with people down below in the comments. Feel free to message me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I just love being part of this. It's so much fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you again next month. Bye.